Hey YouTube fans, people of the interwebs, it's me, Sam of SG1, coming at you for another Star Trek, the official Starships collection review. This time we're doing issue number 117, the 23rd century Ferengi Starship, that's all it's called. Yeah, hope you guys are feeling are alright during this blizzard we seem to be having in the UK. Except in Hull, it was quite a nice day today. Cold as fuck, but the sun was shining and the snow seems to have gone. You know, there's like a few patches here and there, but it's largely gone. That's not straight. There we go. So yeah, so I hope you're keeping well, and I shall get cracking on. I haven't done a review in a while. Yeah, I tried ringing Eagle Moss today actually about ordering my next batch of ships. Couldn't get through this morning. I thought I'll try again a bit later, and because where their call centre is been affected by this blizzard, so there's no one there. They're shut early, so you know, a little bit annoyed. But it's one of those things, you know. I'm not annoyed at them. I'm just annoyed that I couldn't get the ships, as per usual. Nice glossy magazine and the ship itself, but more on that in a little while. So we'll get onto the magazine. We have specification: owner Ulysses, type pirate ship in operation 22nd century, length 55 metres approximately, propulsion warp powered, and that's all we know about it. We get a nice bottom view of the CG render this time. Really nice, really nice, really nice. Yeah, quite nice, quite nice. The vessel operated by the Ferengi merchant Ulysses looked similar to the small version of the Ferengi Marauder that was used in the 24th century. Overall, it had bug-like appearance with pincer-shaped structures jetting out from the front. With a flat underside, it was capable of warp speeds, and much of the interior was given over to cargo space. The Ferengi were not impressed by the small size of human ears, but rather taken back to Paul's Vulcan ears. They believed that she would fetch a high price on the slave market on Stamaris. And we've got some images from the episode itself. Docking with the Enterprise there, and then, you know, they knocking all the crew out and they ransacking the ship basically. Ulysses was the captain of the Ferengi Starship, and his crewmates plundered Enterprise. They could have escaped scot-free, but Ulysses believed there was more treasure to find. He thought the Enterprise must have a vault, and Captain Archer revealed them to. And had Captain Archer revived. There's no comma there. To tell them where it was hidden. This was a mistake when Archer saw that the motivated Ferengi was built up by mistrust between them. The point that I did not realise they were being lured into a trap. It's a trap. And we got the topographical view, top and side view there. By the 24th century, it was known that access to the most important system on a Ferengi ship was protected by security codes. It was also known that even basic communication transmission were scrambled and encoded as a matter of routine to prevent them from being heard by other species. The Ferengi managed to avoid the worst aspects of human history with their society, such as genocide and slavery. This was not prevent them from capturing aliens and selling them to slave markets. The Ferengi actually had the first interaction with humans not in 2151 but in 1947, when a shuttle carrying Quark, Rom and Nog travelled through a time warp and crashed in Roswell, New Mexico. Muck is no Menk. Ulysses Starship probably visited the planet Vakis prior to its encounter with Enterprise NX-01. This could have deduced the fact that Muck asked them, "Do I look like a Menk to you?" Menk were less evolved of the two humanoid species that lived on Vakis, and they were looked down upon by smarter Valakians. And then we've got some designing. Looks like a John Eves ship. Yep, it definitely is John Eves. That's no bad thing. Starting to sort of see all the artists design, you know, their flair, the way they design stuff. That's quite a cool one. I'd like to have seen that one. That's pretty cool too. And of course, that's what we eventually got in the end. Ferengi on Enterprise. And then we've got a cast shot of the 4 there, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. 4 actors who played the unscrupulous Ferengi pilots in Acquisition talk about the experience of working on Enterprise. Yeah, from left to right, we've got Jeffrey Combs, of course, is Brunt and Weyoun. Also Ratchet in Transformers Prime, and more importantly, the fucking Reanimator, and the Question on Justice League. Then we've got Molloy Grish. Ethan Phillips, of course, he's played Dr. Freck in TNG's Menage a Troy, and of course Neelix in Deep Space Nine, who also pretended to be Ferengi in that one episode, False Prophets. Clint Howard, who was Muck. Clint Howard, you will remember as he was recently in Enterprise, in Discovery as an Orion. He was Belloc in the Corbomite Maneuver, the original series, as a 6-year-old boy. Then he was in a Deep Space Nine episode called Past Tense Part 2, which is one of the fucking finest of that show. Past Tense is one of my favourite time travel stories, because the story of the show is not the time travel itself, it's the other thing that's... do you know what? I should do reviews of these episodes. But it's one of those where the A and B plot seem to have switched. The A plot is about what's happening to Benjamin Sisko, no spoilers though, because I'll do a review proper. And then the B plot is the time travel stuff. Yeah. And then, yeah, there we go. It's going through all the different actors who played Ferengi in this episode, which is really cool. Just really cool and dirty. And then more of that. And then, you know, the scene Enterprise, and then the Ferengi butt head popping up. Because they do look like butts, if I'm honest. Then we got on screen, it's only the only appearance was in Acquisition. Some trivia too. Ethan Phillips, who played Neelix on Star Trek Voyager, became the first former Star Trek regular to guest on Enterprise. When he played Ulyss, pictured below. Leader of the Ferengi in Acquisition, Phillips actually beat Renee Auberjonois by one episode as the former Odo actor playing Ezreal in Oasis. 2 of the other Ferengi in Acquisition also played by actors who had appeared in Star Trek before. Jeffrey Combs, Weyoun, and Clint Howard at Belloc. And of course Jeffrey Combs was Shran as well. While on Enterprise, Ulyss had been holding an energy whip, a weapon that would shoot out electric charge, kind of like a Zatnik Tel. A stunning individual. This was the first time the whip had been seen since the Ferengi's first appearance in Next Generation episode The Last Outpost. Yeah, because I believe it's the Star Trek card game. The CCG says that they were retired from service because of several accidents. In Acquisition, the Ferengi Krem stated that he had learned all 173 rules of acquisition by the 24th century. The rule of acquisition had expanded to 285, and an increase of 112. And there we go. And that's the book. Quite light actually on this one, but then again, it's from one episode. You know, it only ever appears in one episode, so onto the ship, and very nice it is. Got some nice moulding detail in there. No join line on the top, but there's one on the bottom, which is quite nicely hidden. Except man isn't. I'm going to get onto the bottom in a minute, but man isn't. It's just slightly misaligned, but you know you don't see it from the bottom. Which is a shame, really, because that's where all the detail is. But you've got some nice panel lines, some nice Aztecing going on, and he's got this like terracotta sort of look to it, sort of bronze sort of look to it. And you got the engines at the back, not clear plastic, just painted. It's a bit of a shame. We are seeing less of the clear plastic, I will admit. Yeah, it's kind of a bugbear. The Kazon Raider is another one that should have had clear plastic in there, but didn't. And the Tellarite Cruiser. Yeah, they seem to be cheapening them and then charging more money for them. But there's no windows on this to misalign this time, but on the bottom some really nice detail. You've got these what appears to be either a sort of a backwash thruster maybe, or a communications array, It's a bit odd that they've got that there. Could be a deflector dish, we're not quite sure. Then you've got these sort of, what would you say they were? They could be landing platforms, I guess, sort of open out like insect legs, maybe. Yeah, it's quite cool actually. They're all nicely painted because you've got the sort of the copper colour that runs throughout the ship, and then you've got this this nice silver in there, which is really nice. Top's metal, bottom's plastic. You can see, yeah, the join line this side is a little bit misaligned, but it's not a bad thing. I mean, you can only see it if you look close. It's got like docking ports, kind of like the ones on the Millennium Falcon. Have I got Millennium Falcon? Yes, I've got one here. Yeah, you've got docking ports that are kind of Millennium Falcon-y, which is kind of cool. This is the Hot Wheels one. I should get to review these at some point, so you go back up there and you stay before you fall down. Good. So yeah, got deflector dish at the front. Again, missing the clear plastic. Should be clear plastic in there. Now, should you get this one? I would say no. This, you probably could miss this and not notice it wasn't there, you know? But, saying that, it's got some nice detail in there. It's kind of plain on the top, and then all the details on the bottom, but that's how the ship is. It's kind of a nice thing, actually. If you're a Ferengi fan, yeah, you should pick this up. But if you're an Enterprise fan, yeah, it's probably one you could miss, if I'm brutally honest. When I heard they were doing this, I kind of went, really? Okay then. So I mean, they're throwing in a few of these, and they still haven't got, you know, like the Promelian battle cruiser from Booby Trap, which is quite a famous ship. Hoosnock's ship. The Tamarian vessel I really want. What else were we missing? Oh, a regular Borg cube for the set as well. I would like. I mean, rumor has it we are getting the assimilated Voyager. He's popping up. You know, the one with the Borg armor from Scorpion. So that's cool. We're also getting the warship Voyager as well. Now, I'd like a Voyager with the nacelles up, because we've got the Bird of Prey with the nacelles down, wings down, wings up. Voyager with at warp would be nice. I also would like the damaged Voyager from Year of Hell. But, you know, I don't think we'll get that one, because at that point we will have 5 Voyagers. But, you know, it did go through, because at the minute we've got 2. We've got the normal Voyager, and then not counting the XL ones, the normal Voyager and then the armoured Voyager. So then we'd have the simulated Voyager and the warship Voyager. I mean, saying that, then we've got 2 Enterprise Ds. You know, we've got that one, the future Enterprise. So, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not too bothered about duplicates of ships, because it's a different version of that ship, if you know what I mean. Unless they go, oh, by the way, parallels. Give us a fucking room full of Enterprise Ds. I've got 4 of the fuckers, though, to be fair. It was one of these things I bought one, then I thought, the model is so nice, I'll buy another one and change the name and register them, which I still haven't done yet. Then, of course, when I signed up to the subscription, they sent me another one, and I forgot to... I went, oh yeah, I've already got that one. And then a friend of mine gave me one last year as well, so I've got 4 of these things. But anyway, I'm digressing a hell of a lot. So, it does connect to the stand thus, and it is quite... No, it isn't secure, really. Yeah, it does want to pop out somewhat. It just says Ferengi Starship on the bottom. No, it doesn't. It says Ferengi Ship 2151. You can alter the... do you know, I should do a video on that. I really should. How to repair the stand.
All systems are functioning within normal parameters.
That's me, the screensaver again. Basically, what you do is, I haven't got any. I was in a bloody pound shop today as well. Basically, what you want to do is get yourself some clear nail varnish, right? The cheapest, the better, is usually the best, I find. So get some clear nail varnish. Two reasons why. Number one, it comes with its own brush, and what you do is, you see where it holds the ship, and you can do it on the base as well to keep it secure. What you do is you get basically a dry brush. So you take it out of the jar and then dry it as much as you can get off, and then just all you do is just a couple of paint, paint it a couple of times on there and on there. Leave it to dry, preferably overnight is probably best. And then what it does is it builds up a layer of thickness so that it will fit in the base proper, and it will hold the ship better. And I find 90% of the time it works. Also, if you make a mistake, because it's nail varnish, you can get nail varnish remover and then just get a cotton wool bud, like one of them earbud things, and then just wipe it off. It's fucking brilliant. And it works, but it's also good for showing up for transformers. Exactly the same thing. The transformer with the ball joint, you pop the ball joint out, paint the ball with a dry brush, let it dry, pop the ball joint back on, as good as new. So yeah, so there you go. It fits on the stand. I digressed a hell of a lot in this video because there's not a lot to be said really. I mean, it's nice that it's here, but it's one of those they could have done without. But I think at the minute they should be. It feels like they're going to do every single ship, and I'm like, at this point, I'm going yes, but my wallet's going. But you spend, I don't even want to know how much on these things. So yeah, and I'll probably still get them to the end because I'm a completionist. I can't stop now at this level, and then because as soon as I stop, that's when the ship I want will come out, But anyway, fucking don't listen to me, I talk bollocks. Anyway, so that's me, that's the Ferengi ship, and I will catch you all later. Bye for now.